Started saying like, I own you now, and we started going to hotels.
For more than a week now, we have been showing you stories, and you've been clicking and commenting on our series, Selling Girls, highlighting the issue of sex trafficking across the country and here in Central Texas.
Tonight, a group that helps victims of domestic violence is now getting money to start a program specifically for these trafficking victims. KVUE's Christy Millward is here, and Christy, this will go a long way towards saving women and children from some terrible situations.
Yes, well, Mike and Quita, a victim of trafficking tells me the girls who are sold typically have a quota. They're usually sold at least 8 times a day. The Safe Alliance is the first organization in Central Texas to create a program specifically to help them. And they just got 3 grants that total more than $1.5 million. Money they hope can help stop the human sales. Lisa Pose is a survivor.
I guess really I was born into domestic violence.
At a young age, she says sexual abuse was all around her, from her friends' parents to people she should have been able to trust at school. She ran away from home looking for safety.
I was always looking for another place to survive and to be safe and to be okay and have people like me the way I was.
Instead, she fell into sex trafficking.
By the time I was 16, I was picked up here in Austin and taken through Arizona.
According to a University of Texas study, there are almost 80,000 children trafficked for sex each year just in Texas.
Everyone's finally seeing the need, and which is unfortunate because we know this has been going on for years and years and years.
Carrie Hamilton with the Safe Alliance says they're launching a new program called Safe Cares, aiming to specifically help sex trafficking victims. She says it's possible with the help of grant money from the governor's office.
I think it's just finally coming to a boiling point where everyone is realizing, yeah, this is an issue.
The program is broken down into 3 parts. First, an advocacy program that pairs a survivor with someone trying to get out. That's something Poe says is necessary.
It's the idea that someone else has a shared lived experience, that we might understand some things that most of society doesn't understand.
Second, it would create specialized foster care, finding families specifically trained to care for victims of sex trafficking. And third, a drop-in center where victims can get help without required boundaries. That's something Poe says really sets this program apart.
When we go into services and we've been running our lives and they want us to put lights out at 9.
We're going to meet every survivor where they're at. Instead of creating a program where, you know, this is our box and we need you to fit into our box.
They hope the program will change the future for victims who know the past of Pose all too well.
I wonder what my life would have been like had people identified something or named something and I would have been able to trust them.
A trust they hope will begin at Safe. And they're slowly starting services this month, but won't officially launch the program until December. But if you're a victim of sex trafficking or domestic violence, you can call Safe for help now. Christy Millward, KVUE News.
Thank you, Christy. And if you want to see our entire Selling Girls series, you can find it on the Defenders tab on KVUE.com. And if you have anything you think the Defenders should be looking into, email us your tip to defenders@KVUE.com or give our hotline a call. The number is 512-533-2231.